Over time, Tower Defense Simulator has seen many achievements, from people soloing Badlands, duoing hardcore, and even making it all the way up to wave 50 in solo hardcore. You can imagine that at this point, every map has been conquered. With so many players playing every day, and so many limits being pushed, how could there be a map that no one has soloed before? It's there in plain sight. You see it every day. Most of you probably don't play on it, but from what I could find, none of you have soloed it. So what is this mysterious, probably very difficult, super cool map that has never been soloed before? It's Moonbase. Wait, don't leave yet. I promise it's not as boring as it sounds. Just like, look at this map. There's no good placements. This map is... You're probably thinking I could go find somebody that soloed it within an instant. Well, if you search it up on YouTube, we get this guy who died on wave 37, so props to him, I guess. In the Discord, I searched for solo Moonbase, and I found one result, which was like back in 2020 on the old version of Moonbase. That doesn't count. I then asked my friend, and he said he did it in 2021, which is a little more recent, but that doesn't count either. He used Pursuit, which was nerfed, and Commander, which was nerfed, so that loadout's not gonna work. So essentially I was the first to solo this map in this update, but trust me, it's not as easy as it looks. As I said earlier, the placements on this map are kinda horrible. There are no tight turns where you could really utilize the ranges of towers. It's just these wide turns, which pretty much make it no easier than dead ahead, until of course later when I'm able to get the DJ. You're also probably wondering why has nobody soloed this map before if it's been in plain sight this whole time, and the reason for that is because of the towers needed, at least for me. With a loadout like this, you could go for something like Badlands and it would be way cooler than saying, oh, I soloed Moonbase. If you say that, literally who's gonna care? Now you're probably dying to know how I did it, how I beat this legendary map. So yeah, I might as well explain the whole process. If you look down here, you may notice that I only have 2 towers that deal damage. The golden minigunner and the medic. Now how am I supposed to start off the game? I farmed. But I did farm for the minigunner, and then I placed it here, which isn't really an amazing spot, but when I add DJ to it later, it's going to be able to see around the whole curve. I did end up losing a lot of health because farming for a golden mini at the start of the game does take quite a while and you have nothing to defend, obviously. I kept going with my whole farming process, which wasn't really that hard. But by wave 10, I was definitely going to need to skip the wave so that I could place another mini and deal enough damage to survive the boss. Even then, I still leaked the boss with a heavy behind it, but that wasn't really going to be a problem since I had enough health to tank them. We had another boss on wave 12, but because I already had our second mini prepared, we were able to kill it a lot easier than we killed the first one. The shadows also were not really a problem. 2 minigunners do enough damage, except they did get kind of far and I got scared, but luckily we survived. For wave 14, however, there were 2 abnormal bosses, and seeing as we struggled a lot with one, I was going to need to upgrade a mini to level 3 in order to take it down. Now level 3 mini is like 4 times as powerful as a level 2 mini, which is just completely broken, so as soon as I got it, we were able to shred through both of the bosses in almost no time. I took down all the shadows and I kept farming. Then some mysteries jump scared me because I thought I was going to get a lot of bosses, hence why I didn't upgrade any farms on this wave because I wanted to see if I get too many bosses, then I would have upgraded a mini. Luckily I didn't, so then I tried the same thing again next wave and I got too scared and I upgraded the mini. Now I actually didn't need this because we didn't really get any more bosses from that except for like 1 or 2. So I could have had better farming, but who cares, I was going to need that mini anyways for the Fallens, which were going to come out pretty soon. After a little bit more farming, it was time for the previously mentioned Fallens. Normally, Fallens are pretty scary, and because I'm normal, I got pretty scared, so I placed a DJ. I probably did not need this DJ, but it's better to be safe than sorry. And plus, I was gonna need the DJ anyways for the discount later on. On wave 21, we had Mysteries and Fallens, and at this point, Fallens can spawn from Mysteries, and whoever made that a reality is a horrible person. So I got a max level minigunner because I was taking 0 chances. After that, it was time for the giant boss, but with a commander, a max mini, and a level 3 mini, we just had an overkill amount of DPS, so I was super confident in killing it. I even skipped the wave. At this point, all my farms were maxed, and the only thing left to do was to upgrade the DJ to max level. Of course, that was not the only thing left to do, because after that I had to get a bunch of defense, which is what I then started to do. And I started to do that by getting my 3 commanders to chain them, and if you notice down here, literally the only good DPS tower I have is mini. So guess what I'm going to be doing for the next 10 minutes? You guessed it, spamming golden minigunners. This is really entertaining, wow. It was way more fun playing this. I just had to place golden mini after golden mini. This was literally it. Luckily, you don't have to sit here and watch my whole process of placing the golden minis, because there's a little cool thing called editing, and I could skip all the way to when I sold my farms on Way of 39, because I had so much money I was just gonna get max defense. I got 2 medics and then I realized that was probably a stupid idea because I could sell and rebuy them, so I sold one and placed a golden minigunner. The Fallen King immediately stomped, so I immediately used a medic, and after that the Guardians were kinda bullying my gold minis, so I used another medic. And the medic was honestly not too useful since I was expecting there to be a stomp, but the one game where I have the medic is of course the game that I don't get any stomps. Either way, the Fallen King has no chance up against all these golden minigunners, so I end up killing him and claiming the first ever triumph on Moonbase in 2022, but that doesn't sound as cool. Okay, bye.